Welcome to the channel. You're with Rev Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me, viewers, as we speak on the subject. You can change covert emotional incest, overt emotional incest. You can change it if you're prepared to put your mind to it. It is changeable, especially after it's been identified. If you want to be honest with yourself, you can turn it around. There's no question. The first place you want to start is to ask yourself, what's my self-worth? And what's the worth and value of my children? Is the value of my children worth more than me spilling my emotions and feelings out onto them? Maybe you've done this for years and years, and you have infiltrated the privacy and direction of your children's lives. That's okay. You can apologize. You can say, look, I'm sorry. I should never brought you into my personal business. I have misled you. I ask you to forgive me. Please understand I was hurt. I was lonely. You were all I had to depend on. I didn't realize at the time that this was going to affect me or use. I was being let down left, right, and center. I didn't understand that I would be abusing you and molesting you emotionally. I shouldn't have brought you into my private life. Please forgive me. And you'll find most people will be willing to do this. Most people will be, especially your children, they'll turn around and go, look, Mum, this is probably what I needed, or Dad, this is what I needed to hear. I've resented you for what you've done to me. I've resented you for the way you used to try and speak to me about your private life. Yeah, I did sit and listen. Yeah, I did think I could rescue you. I did think I was your protector, but it used to hurt me when you'd meet people and I couldn't understand what was happening to me. But now, since I've identified this emotional abuse that you've put on me, I thank you for sharing this with me. I want us to get along. I want us to be happy and just be normal. This is going to help me now to be able to manage my relationships better, and you'll be able to manage your relationships better. Thank you. I've needed this talk with you for so long. Thank you that you've decided to be honest with me. I thought that was how it was supposed to be. I didn't know any different. I thought I was to protect you from strangers and from other men or other women. We were wrong. There are good people out there. There are people that do want to do the right thing by us. There are people that can come into our lives and bring good. We don't have all the answers. We never did have all the answers. We've brought a lot of pain on ourselves. Unnecessary pain. And on others who have tried to love us. I didn't know there was life beyond the breakup. My son or my daughter. My mum or my father. Breakup caused so much damage on all of us. I just wanted things to work out for good. I didn't want any bad to happen to any of us. I didn't know this was affecting my relationships outside of our family. I didn't know that this was turning me away from the person I was supposed to be. I didn't know this was sabotaging my relationships. But now I know I am going to put some boundaries up. We'll put boundaries between each other and we'll become healthier and stronger. We'll still love each other. We'll still be bound together by the fact that you brought me into this world and that I'm your son and you're my mum. We can't change the past. We can't change what's happened. but we can change the present and the future and be stronger and better. Have no resentment, no hatred, and no ill will. We can help others who are struggling with this problem that comes through family breakups and breakdowns. We can help other people prevent them and save them from going through the pain we have. We can thank God that we've seen what can happen and how it works and what it does. I don't want to be angry at outsiders anymore. It's not their fault. Help us to be able to recognize good from evil and to be able to see the light from the darkness. Help us all to be wiser and stronger and better and more understanding. Help us not to make life difficult for ourselves and others. We can do this and not be in conflict. We can do this and not be in derision and dissension. We can do this and have love, joy, peace, and long-suffering and kindness, goodness, gentleness, and we can have self-control. We can do this. We can absolutely do this. I understand the harm and trouble that it brings now. I can understand how we push people from the outside that are trying to love us away. How we're only giving them half the deal while they're trying to give us all the deal. I understand why I was hostile and blaming other people for and for things they haven't done. Dear God, take away this hostility from away from us. Help us to be wise and not fooled. Yeah. What about those people that hurt and robbed us and all this other stuff, Mum, Dad, son, daughter? Those things weren't supposed to happen, and they're not supposed to happen. We can learn from our past and we can be stronger in the future. We can have faith, hope and love, and with these three things we can conquer and not fail. We can be stronger and better. I'm sorry for sharing my personal, intimate details with you. I'll get proper therapy and I'll get people that I'm supposed to share with. I'm still here to support you and stand with you, but in order, in the right way and in the right places, in the right subjects. I don't want to come into your business anymore. We can get along without all that. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for realizing that we were harming each other. Thank you for people like Rev Dr. J.W. Morrison that has the courage to point things out, to help us. He only wanted to help us and love us. We wouldn't have it. We judged him, criticized him, demoralized him, vandalized him. You can find your way out of this horrible way in which life has caused you to go into the covert emotional incest. Understand that you've been hurt. Understand that in that hurt you turned to the people closest to you, but went too far. You shared too much. You needed outside help. You put burdens on your children that shouldn't have never been there. And that's okay. We learn as we go. We learn from our mistakes. It's not the end of the world. We ask for forgiveness and we move on. Many of you have Christian heritages, and Christianity is built on forgiveness and sacrifice and understanding and humility and wisdom, being able to be humble. And once you start to try to micro-incrementally fix things, then other things come into line as well. You begin to care about yourself more. You begin to get self-worth instead of trying to find it in others. You say to yourself, I don't want to be dependent on alcohol, medications and drugs unless it's my doctor's orders. You know, I really want to be important to myself. I really want to be able to stand there and go, you know, I'm looking after myself. I'm not copping out. I want the respect that I have for myself to be reflected in my life, so people understand and respect me as well, and they will. I don't want to get in trouble anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm in trouble anymore. I want to be strong, free, and liberal. I want people to believe in me because I believe in myself. I am a peculiar person and I do have worth. You do have worth. You are valuable. You don't have to pull things down around you. There's a glorious life for you beyond what you're used to experiencing and living. You can only hurt weak people. You can't hurt strong people. The strong people will lead you out of the darkness and into the light. Sometimes the truth hurts, but the truth will. It will set you free. Thank God that there's people with the courage to lose so you can win. People are prepared to lose so you can win. This is Rev Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. People who love you will be prepared to lose so you can win. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe to my channels. I'll see you on the next one. You can escape. Recognize and escape emotional incest for the benefit of yourself and your children. This is Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, life motivator, leading by example as far as possible. Bye for now.